Part 2, review for the fall semester exam. The negative 0 is this one right here. X is equal to negative 3. The positive 0 is this one right here. X is equal to positive 8. The negative 0 is right here. X is equal to negative 4. The positive 0 is right here. X is equal to positive 5. In order to solve an absolute value equation, you have case 1 and case 2. This is 1/3 x minus 5 equals 1. This is negative 1/3 x minus 5 equals 1. Add 5 to both sides, and then multiply both sides of the equation by 3 so that that will cancel. That is the first answer. Distribute. Subtract 5 from both sides of the equation. Negative 4. Multiply both sides of the equation by negative 3 so that the 3's will cancel and the negatives will cancel. And there are your 2 answers from your 2 cases. Case 1 and case 2. Negative 3 times 2x plus 4 equals negative 5, and negative 1 times negative 3, 2x plus 4 equals negative 5. Distribute. And you stop distributing right here. And so add 12 to both sides. Divide, oops, I left out my x. Divide by negative 6, and so negative 7/6 is your first answer. So that would make a positive 3. Negative times negative would make a positive, and so distribute a positive 3. Subtract 12 from both sides. Divide by 6. These are your 2 answers to case 1 and case 2. To solve an absolute value equation, you need to do case 1 and case 2. This would be 4y minus 9 equals 27, minus 4y minus 9 equals 27. So add 9 to both sides. Divide by 4. Y equals 9. Distribute. Subtract 9 from both sides of the equation, and negative 4y would equal to 18. Divide by negative 4. Y will equal negative 18/4, which reduces to negative 9/2. There is your answers to case 1 and case 2. Case 1 here would be 5 times 1/2 x plus 4 equals 20. Case 2 would be negative 5 times 1/2 x plus 4 equals 20. Now I could solve this by distributing 5 times a half, and so it may be easier to divide both sides of the equation by 5 to cancel out that 5, and then I don't have to worry about distributing and making that into a fraction. Divide both sides, subtract the 4 from both sides, multiply by 2 to cancel out the 2, and x equals 0. That is case 1 answer. Divide both sides of the equation by -5 to cancel that out. There are other ways that you could solve it and get to the same answer. Subtract 4 from both sides. Multiply both sides of the equation by 2 to cancel out the 2. X equals -16. I squared is equal to -1. 5i squared would, since it's got the parentheses around it, you square the 25 and you square the I. I squared is equal to -1, so this would be equal to -25. The next one is solving using the quadratic formula. So A is going to be equal to 3, B is going to be equal to 19, C is going to be equal to -4. So X is going to be equal to -B plus or minus 19 squared. 361 minus 4 times 3 times -14. And so minus 168, all divided by 2a. Plus or minus square root, let me do this, 361 plus 168 minus a minus makes a plus. Square root of 529. X is equal to -19 plus or minus 23 over 6. X is equal to -19 plus 23 divided by 6. That is approximately, no, that's exactly 2/3. X equals -19 minus 23 divided by 6. And that will be equal to -7.